Ninh explains the rules of Korfball. The object of the game is for your team to score more goals than the opposing team. 8 players take to the court at any one time, and to score these goals, you must shoot the ball into the korf, which is a basket with no net. Unlike basketball, however, there must be 4 females and 4 males on the court for your team at any one time, making this one of the few mixed-gender sports in the world. Hang on a minute, this is just basketball, right? Not quite. Whilst Korfball is sometimes seen as a mixture of basketball and netball, it's a completely different game with completely different rules. Firstly, there are 2 zones, an attacking zone and a defending zone, and 2 players of each gender must stay in each zone. The court is 40 meters long and 20 meters wide, and the zones are 20 meters by 20 meters. The courts are located 6.67 meters away from the outline and are 3.5 meters above the ground. There are 2 2.5 meter circles that denote the post area and the penalty spot area. More on this later. Secondly, once 2 goals have been scored, the zones change, meaning that the attackers are now the defenders and vice versa. This means that all players, male and female, get a chance to defend and attack, making this a role equality sport as well. Thirdly, you can only mark one person, and it has to be a person of the same gender. So a male cannot try and guard a female, and you cannot have 2 defenders guarding you at any one time. In Korfball, movement of the ball has to be quick, as once you are defended, you can no longer shoot the ball. These are the 4 requirements of being defended, and once you are defended, you can only pass to a teammate. You cannot shoot the ball. You'll see a lot of pre-prepared passing sequences in order to free up a shooter to take a clean shot. This is the essence of the game. Players are not allowed to run with the ball. Once a player has received the ball, the foot that the player lands on first is known as the landing foot. They cannot lift this foot off the ground, but may pivot on it whilst moving the other leg. Should a player lift the landing leg and put it back down, this is known as travelling, and the ball is awarded to the other team. The opponents will try and take the ball away from you by intercepting passes, blocking shots, retrieving loose balls, and defending the shooters. However, an opposing player cannot touch another player, known as contact, and must be defending one player who is of the same gender. There's also a lot of things you can't do in Korfball, some of which we've discussed already, but here's some of the things you cannot do. The game is played in 2 30-minute halves for a combined playing time of 60 minutes. Highest score at the end of time wins. If you're a little confused, don't worry about it, as you'll pick this up easily, but there's just a few things you'll need to know before playing or watching a game. For example, free pass. After a foul, a free pass may be awarded. This is taken from the penalty spot, and all other players must be 2.5 meters away outside the penalty spot circle. The player cannot shoot, so must quickly pass the ball to a teammate as there is a 4-second time limit. Penalty. For serious fouls, or players that are denied a clear scoring opportunity, a penalty shot may be awarded. They get to shoot the ball from the penalty spot unopposed, and players must be outside both the post circle and the penalty spot circle until the ball has left the player's hands. Timeout. To take a break or discuss strategy, each team is allowed a timeout. This usually lasts 60 seconds, and the amount of timeouts permitted vary depending on the league you're playing in. Substitution. You're allowed to change players 4 times in a game of Korfball. Players must be of the same gender and must be made in a stoppage of play. Throw-off. To start the game, or to restart the game, a throw-off is used. The team with the ball must pass to a teammate. Outball. If the ball leaves the sides of the area of play, the team who did not touch it last is awarded the ball and must pass to a teammate from the sidelines. Korfball is very popular in Europe, and as you watch or play Korfball, the rules will become clear. If you found this video at all helpful, please like, share and subscribe. It takes me ages to make one of these things, and good karma is very much appreciated. Be sure to follow me on Twitter also, but in the meantime, enjoy Korfball.